So I finally purchased the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it's not without a story time. So let me tell you the story while I set it up. I'll keep my unboxing playing over here, and I'll link it below so that you guys can watch it later. Hi, I'm Krista of CrystyleCouture, and welcome if you're new here. This is your first video. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For all my returners, hey girl, hey, let's get into the video. If you didn't know, the DJI Osmo Pocket came out around October 2023, and it quickly became a creator camera of sorts because it was aimed at us creators. It had a combo that included like a mic, a carrying case, extra lenses, even some filters, and it was reasonably priced when it first came out, somewhere between 500 range to like the 690 or 680 range for the creator combo. In fact, I have photos or screenshots of it that I've taken probably since last year where just the camera itself was like $519.99. Multiple low price. Back in May, one of my friends was in Costco and she saw the camera then. She had just recently bought her own camera at Best Buy, got the whole creator combo, the whole work for like less than $700. She walks up in Costco one day with her friend and they look at the camera, and the camera itself, which is actually this exact edition, also known as the Capture More combo, was $547. Now I know this simply because she called me and was like, hey, it's on sale for $547. Do you want to get it? I was like, oh, well, I really don't have the money. I don't know. This was in May of this year. Here I have two memory cards. This is the one that came with it. It was a 64 gigabyte, but I actually found this one that's 256 gigabyte. I think I'm gonna save this one for when I have like a lot of practice with it. So let's try putting the other one in. This was in May of 2025. What month are we in now? July. Editing me here. Yes, this video was originally made and filmed in July, but of course life be lifing, so I'm not getting it out until now. This was also around the time all the tariff talk and the change that happened, as well as the same time, coincidentally, but not so coincidentally, when this item became completely TikTok famous. I couldn't turn on my feed without watching every single creator with one of these devices. It's gotta be the direction. It says it goes in here, this direction. Oh, my bad. The prongs need to be towards me. So with most things that become TikTok famous, of course they're gonna run the price up. But the price hike on this was uncalled for. Now, strategically, from a business standpoint, it was probably really smart for them to raise the price while it's all hype so that they can make more money and bring in more profits. However, from a consumer standpoint, we are the biggest losers because not only did the price hike go up, but the supply went down. With the increase in demand from all these creators and just regular everyday people wanting a smaller pocket-sized camera, now you have online sellers and stores bumping up the price even higher to make even more of a profit on an item that was less than $550 not even 2 years ago. Okay, it's not going in. I think I got it. I want to push it in there and it's stuck. Okay, I think we're in business. It's in. I started looking at it in May and then I went and searched it up again in June, and the price on Costco went from $547 to $729.99. Oof. That's a little satisfying. The creator combo on sites like Best Buy and Amazon went up to $949.99. And I even saw some on Amazon as high as $1,248.99. So then of course you're like, okay, let's go to eBay. Let's see what eBay has. I'm looking on eBay, trying to find some. We're looking at used creator combos. They start off at good prices in the biddings, right? They start off at $500, $300, $400. By the time they bid them up, those things are now upwards of $810, $850, $890. If it's $850, $890, you might as well just buy a new one straight from Amazon or straight from Best Buy than to go ahead and pay for a used one for $899 or $850. That was ridiculous, because at least with places like Best Buy and Costco, you get a better warranty for it. Playing around with the gimbal a little bit. I don't know. I started looking for people who were just gonna sell it outright without bidding. I find people selling them for $850, $950. Then I found one seller on eBay, and I believe it was a Chinese seller, and it was $790 for the entire creator combo. I thought about that for a long time. Called my friends about it, like, what do you think? What do you think I should do? I just grappled so much with it because I really don't want to give them that money. That price hike was dumb, and I'm still mad about it. The SD card has 3 hours and 25 minutes, and that was a 64 gigabytes. Now this little piece. Great, now I can stand it up. So after months of watching everyone with theirs, I was getting kind of jealous. Yes, I was getting a little bit of FOMO. I went to a creator event a couple Saturdays ago, and what happens, I walk in, 4 girls have these. And I'm jealous again because they're taking all the good video, and it just seems so light and portable and small. I think I might have to get it. So again, I'm thinking about it, looking on eBay. That seller I told you about before, the Chinese seller, I sent them a message. I asked them if this was an American version and did it come with a a warranty. They told me that the warranty was only 30 days with their store, and then anything beyond that I would have to buy a separate warranty from, I guess, DJI itself, which I didn't know DJI offered separate warranty. Talking to my friend again, she told me that Costco has a pretty good warranty, and it's like a 2-year warranty for $50, which will cover the camera. And I said, ooh, 2-year warranty, $50? That means if it gets dropped, broken, anything happens to it, I just turn it in and get a new one or something of that nature. And she was like, yep. So that also influenced my decision. So right now, Costco is obviously winning as the place to buy the DJI. A couple days ago, randomly called my friend and was like, hey, what you doing? I know she's off on Fridays and I was coming home from work early on Fridays. How about I meet you at the Costco near your house and we'll just kind of see. Maybe if I saw it in person, it would change my mind, because I'm going to Invest Fest in a couple weeks and I really wanted the camera for Invest Fest. I wanted it so bad. I looked on different sites about renting the camera. I saw one of these on ShareGrid, I think it's called, where you could rent it for a couple days, and the price to rent wasn't that bad. For Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and take it back Monday, it was around, I don't know, $80 or so without tax. The only thing about that was, of course, this person lived way far out, so I didn't know how I was going to be able to, with my work schedule, get all the way to them to pick up the camera, and have to fight hella traffic to come all the way back home, and then on Monday bring it all the way back to where they are to fight hella traffic to get back to work. That just seemed like a lot of work. Even if it was only $80, it just didn't seem to be worth it to me. But I thought that it would have been worth it to me just to get a trial, get a feel for the camera, see if I really like it. I went on the site, ShareGrid, and I was really gung-ho about doing it until they started asking me for my ID and all this information, when I just really wanted to text the guy and see, well, not really text, when I really just wanted to message the guy to see if he would allow me to come pick it up earlier and to drop it off earlier because of the distance from where he was to where I was. And obviously it didn't want me to do that, because it asked me for all this information, all of my personal data, just to message them. Nah, it was a no-go for me. After I felt like the whole ShareGrid thing was failed, that was when the next couple of mornings I just woke up and the DJI Osmo was just on my mind. And that was when I called my friend. Looking at the price, which I was praying was cheaper, would put me over the edge and make me decide. I fought through a little bit of traffic, just a little bit, because it was early in the day in Atlanta, to get to where she was. We went to Costco, and the whole time we were walking to where it was, I was praying, please let it be cheap. So I came around the corner. No, it wasn't cheaper. It wasn't cheaper at all, but it was there. There were plenty available. So it's definitely not as scarce as people may make it seem like it is. It's just overly priced than what it was when it came out. I just really want to make sure that that part is clear. So I walked around for a while. I looked at it. We stood there for a while, did some math. She actually went on her phone and showed me the exact amount that she paid for her creator combo back in, I don't know, maybe it was April or May. Then I was like, well, to be honest, it's really only like a $4 difference, you know. And then of course we compared what was missing from the Capture More combo that I have compared to what was in the creator combo, like a case and a mic, the wide angle lens, and there was like 2 other things. She was saying how she hasn't even used the wide angle lens. That's definitely something that you could buy later if you really need it. And all good points. I remember that I have these mics from Deity, so I actually didn't really need mics. It just would have been a bonus to have 2 extra portable wireless mics. As you can see, they're really small. They're a good size. They fit really good. So I figured this out when I got it. This is the little cover case that they have for it, and it has a little section right here for the mic. Guess what, guys? Yes, my mic fits perfectly right there, so I can talk on it like this and have a little mic holder. It also has a space for the wide angle lens that I don't have and a black pro mist lens. So after walking around the store for another 20 minutes, because she had to get some things, so I was like, let's just get the things that you need to get and let me walk around and think about it and really like sit with it in my spirit, because it's the money for me. It was just the money, because I was just like, man, if I would have got this less than 2 months ago, I would have had $200 extra dollars in my pocket at the end. And yes, I'm probably gonna find a way to write this off as a business expense, but still, after walking around the store, we did get it. I was like, let's just go get it. Let's forget it. I'll figure it out like I always do. Got to the front of the register. The cashier acted so brand new about the warranty, like he had never heard of it before. He was just like, oh yeah, with Costco, you get a 90-day return period. So if you don't like it, you could bring it back. As long as within that 90-day grace period, you're fine. You put everything back inside of it the way it came. The cashier directed us to the place where we go to pick it up. And of course, the 2 guys there were still like, oh, we don't have a separate warranty. We don't have a separate warranty. My friend was very adamant. Yes, you have another warranty. We paid for a separate warranty for this device. It was $50. We had to wait a couple minutes for them to talk amongst themselves. And then all of a sudden, behold, the warranty appeared. It was pretty interesting, but whatever. Warranty appeared. He's like, oh, I can ring it up for you right now. I asked him if I was going to need to get the warranty right now. And at first he was like, no, you don't need to get it right now. Well, the sooner the better, because you don't want anything to happen to it, which I was agreeing with him on that. But I was also thinking about convenience. I don't want to come all the way back up here, inconvenience my friend to get this warranty separately. So I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna get everything right now. I'm gonna just take all my money right now. So yes, I got the full warranty, which was $50. Actually, it was $49.99 without tax. And then I got this, pay for them separately, of course. I believe the actual DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the tax like $740. That's the price breakdown. There it is. Now, do I think it was worth it? Yes, because I really wanted for InvestFest, but for the TikTok hype slash tear price hike, no. I really would have been satisfied with having it for $547, like majority of the people have it for $600 or less. However, I will say this, another thing that was a small portion of me that said maybe I should get it now is the fact that there might be some other tariff scare or something where the price might go up again, which is exactly what happened. During Labor Day, I wanted to check and see if the DJI Pocket went on sale. Guess what? The Osmo not only did not go on sale, but it had another price increase. On Best Buy, the price went up to $1250. I even saw them selling used open box for $930. So for all of you guys who thought it was gonna go down, even including myself, nope, they said, no, you won't get a sale on Labor Day. We're gonna increase the price and see if you buy it, which made my initial instinct correct, because I did do some Googling and some research to see if it would go on sale for Black Friday, because that's what I was originally gonna wait for. But I was just worried about A, it not going on sale for Black Friday, or B, because of the tear, them increasing the price and then putting it on sale for Black Friday for this actual price that I just paid for. Because they do that a lot. They raise the price just to lower it a little bit and call it a sale. I do think that because I have 90 days, I could potentially return it close to Black Friday, see if the price goes down or goes up or anything, and then rebuy it again. In my mind, that sounds like a whole lot of work. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but it is an option. And that was the benefit of buying it from Costco, because it gets a 90-day warranty. So if you know anybody that has a Costco card, beg them and thank them later. The accessories that I'm buying for it, besides the ones that already come, I plan on getting an ND filter, a carrying case, which I already have on order, a magnetic holder, which I also have on order, and a backpack strap so that I can attach the DJI to my backpack while I'm walking. I really thought that was going to be a good idea to have during InvestFest. I'll be walking around, and I have a very strong feeling, I haven't done my research, but I'm almost positive that the Georgia World Congress Center is going to have a clear bag policy. So I'll probably just end up wearing my clear backpack anyway and walk around and see the site, things of that nature. Because I like to be hands-free, because you catch more what's going on in your surroundings that way. Let me know what accessories you're getting. Let me know if you want to see the accessories that I get. I could do some little short unboxings and things of that nature of the accessories that I have for it. If you have the Osmo Pocket 3, let me know your thoughts below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh.